Season's greetings, listeners, to the TU Animation Industry Podcast, your one-stop shop for animation-related content and industry info for those trying to get a job in the industry. We are on our last recording for the semester before winter break. For today's special season finale episode, we'll be discussing the many possible ways to gain experience for the job that you want. My name is Murat. You can find me under Murattoons. Your host for today, and joining us are our fellow members and guests.
I'm Yachty Yafet. My Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, is at trueyattibanks.
My maiden B voicing with a Y and not an I. I'm saying this for the millionth time, people. All right, I'm just joking.
And under my context, it's still I.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Aiden B voicing.
I'm Logan. I don't have any social media.
This is. I don't know how long we're gonna keep doing this, but
No, it deserves clapping every time.
Okay. I have an Instagram. It's at jellyfishgirl11 with an all lowercase with underscores between jelly and fish and girl. I post art there.
Hey, Jules.
Oh yeah, I'm Julian, short for Jules. I have a Facebook, Deviantart, Tunes, and other and Instagram and other social media handles. And burn yourself in the third person is very funny to do.
Right, that's everybody. So, one question that many people have when starting out is the lack of job opportunities in their area. We want our listeners to know that that opportunities are everywhere. It just requires a bit of an entrepreneurial way of thinking. When there are no companies who are hiring, it is up to you to find and make the opportunity happen. The old saying is see a need, feel a need, is what we will be covering. We will list opportunities for different services artists can offer that will lead to showing work experience. This may involve research into companies and businesses that may have a need for your services. Observe other artists who have been successful in going their own route and then applying that knowledge to your own business. So list the jobs for like animators is like working in advertising. Offer to make animated commercials for a business who wants to show it on their social media.
That's how Pixar got their start.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you watch their documentary, A Pixar Story, some of their early 3D animations was for bubblegum, I think.
They did a whole bunch of commercials. I think they did a Listerine and they did a Tropicana fruit commercial.
Yeah.
And also they before they were their own company, they were part of Lucasfilms. They did the CG animation for Star Trek Wrath of Khan, I think.
So also advertising on streaming apps such as Hulu and Paramount are available and affordable. So convincing a business to take the opportunity to advertise on streaming and to use your animations is a great sort of convincing strategy to use. So other options is like personalized e-cards. So these could be like video or GIF animations for clients who want to send something special to another person. Like think of how the company Jib Jab. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the company Jib Jab. They kind of do like cutouts of like people's heads. And they technically have the video pre-made, but you can upload a photo of yourself and kind of cut out your head, and they just have like a pre-made animation that they can stick it on.
I think I've seen that. It's like have you ever played the Journey arcade game? They had digitized heads of the band members, and they put them on little 2D sprites.
Yeah. You get the idea. So making GIF give video animations for social media, or it's also called social media advertising. There are many businesses that don't know how to use social media to promote their business, so that's something you can offer them. Okay, so digital signage advertising networks. These are the signs that you might see at like the malls. These are like the digital signs that like change up. So sometimes they do move, or it's like motion graphics, but you could spruce it up. Like, what do you think?
Have you seen
With-
that before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
at White
well-
Marsh Mall they have a couple screens.
Oh.
Yeah, I have advertising stuff on there. I'm trying to think of artists that got into the this of marketing. Like if you want to do your animations freelance, you can enter into the business market. Like, let's say like if you want to just do it for like a local company, and you say, oh, we can probably use that. You'll never know.
Yeah.
Unless you try.
Like, I know New York has like around Madison Square. There's like an you can pay like $40 to upload a 15-second advertisement. Yeah, 15 cent. Yeah, it's definitely an option. Like, it's definitely affordable. I don't know how many people would see a 15-second ad, but it's like it's out there on like the giant billboard. Other things is like becoming a YouTube animator. So so you could be a channel that creates your own content, or you could be someone who makes intros for animation for other YouTube channels. Like I know one YouTube channel, I think they go by the name Two Snacks. They did the intro to Two Best
I've seen
Friends.
their channel before.
Yeah, they did Two Best Friends plays.
They do like a lot of animations with
My Little Pony.
VTubers.
Yeah.
There's also several obvious examples. Ego Raptor.
I don't know if he makes animations anymore.
Well, I'm just saying
Well,
that's
kind of, sort of, but he used to, and he was a
Hey,
big name.
Has anyone ever heard of Nevercake?
Nevercake? Yeah, I think that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, this person like made ad for League of Legends.
Oh.
What's Nelvana doing now?
What?
Nelvana.
We're talking about YouTube animators.
Oh,
Jules.
YouTube. Oh, those.
Besides that, there's Odd Ones Out. That's another.
I wouldn't. Okay.
Well, yeah.
My personal opinion on the Odd Ones Out, he has a big team, and he's kind of more of like the animation director than those that kind of put all in the extra work. He used to create like his own cartoons, like in a one-man band, but now he has like this big team.
Yeah, but like he started off on his own.
Yeah, I'm saying in the past, but now I'm not so sure.
I mean, but I don't know. I still consider that.
Like, yeah, for story content, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
On the
he's
animation
now
side.
he's now kind of an established as like a business.
Yeah, we're
Like
talking
a
about like
brand.
getting
Yeah.
started here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting started.
Yeah, and Jaden Animations has also been doing that as well. She's been hiring other animators to do her storytime animations. So yeah.
For tutorials, yeah, you can look them up on like just like the ball bounce animation tutorial. You know how to get like light proportions, like just anything.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to use Adobe Animate.
For various programs. I'm learning how to use Adobe Animate. I've been using Adobe Fresco, which is a similar thing to Adobe Illustrate on there, but it's more accessible.
Define accessible.
It's more. They have they have more tools than Adobe Illustrator than they have at the fraction of the price.
Oh wait, yeah, you said Illustrator. You can animate on Illustrator. Oh, I know about Flash, but I didn't know you can do that. Well, then again, you can animate on Photoshop as well. So.
I mean, I've seen what some people do is like they make the character and import from an Adobe Illustrator to After Effects. So other things that become an animation teacher, you can start locally at a library, conventions, or an art center, and try create an event to like teach animation. That's actually something that I do. Yeah, I got into contact with my local art center to pitch them an 8-week intro to animation class, and they liked the idea, and I taught it this past semester.
Oh, so what age
What's the specific? What art studio?
Okay. The studio was called the Howard County Art Council.
Could you like type in that in the Discord?
Sure.
So what age range did you teach?
So it was 10 to 15.
Okay.
But can it be any age range you want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When you submit a proposal, you could say who this class is for. If it's for kids, if it's for adults, and you can pick like if you want it to be on the weekend or during the week, mornings or afternoons.
So I could like set up like a temporary studio, like if you it's an it's like an educational opportunity. What I was planning on doing was I would like for the same amount of time, like 8 to 10 weeks, have like me and a bunch of other guys work on a short film, and then that will be what we would do, and kind of like teach ourselves. We could do that.
If you want to set up a group at like a local library or art center,
yeah,
you shouldn't have a problem with it.
Oh yeah, I mean you can book rooms at a library to use. Yeah, they're always open to like booking private events. They only say just like, oh, it can't be for profit or something, but they don't know.
Oh yeah, and also I have an aunt that works at the library, so that should be easy for me. But whatever. Moving on.
List of jobs.
Yeah, list of jobs for illustrators to gain experience. First one obviously to be like a freelance illustrator. There are sites like Fiverr or Hire Me, freelancer.com, and so other jobs. You could be a concept artist. So there's always like video games, TV, film that always have a need for concept artists. You could be a character designer. Maybe to start off is like maybe offer to design a mascot for a startup business, who are interested in branding themselves. Like I once had the opportunity. My friend was opening up a restaurant, and he wanted me to design a mascot. The restaurant was called Fox and Barrel, and
how did that go?
It went good. I did get paid. I made a few designs. I did like a children's menu and a few games to put on the children's menu.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like I think maybe it was like I spent like a month or two just making various designs for him, and he's continued the business since then.
Doug Walker.
Yeah. Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah. So he got he did designs for like arcade cabinets in his early days.
Really?
Cool. Yeah.
I've seen his art style before.
Hold on. I think he did like a claw machine or something. Hold on. Claw machine. I can find it. It's like a chicken.
That would be really badass to own the Doug Walker arcade machine.
So he did the art for this like claw machine here.
That's his art.
Yeah.
What?
I'll screenshot it.
Very cool.
Okay. Okay.
What about it?
It's just his art. It's kind of how is. I feel like it's kind of recognized a little bit in his videos and like his forums anywhere. But yeah, that'll be if it's still working. If someone were to put this at an auction, I would definitely buy it with my ass. Yes. All right. Okay.
I also did some commission work for like my commission in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
It was more they asked me, "Hey, can you do this?" And I said, "Yeah," and they didn't offer me. Although I did sell like some paintings, so
Yeah, that's
I did a digital art piece for my grocery store's receiving lady. Her daughter's like into LOL dolls, so I did some art. I did like a piece of art for her granddaughter, and a coworker asked me to paint a picture of Medusa, and I want to show you on my Instagram. Radio silence here, folks that are listening.
well. Okay, I remembered something else. I didn't do, but when I used to work at Safeway, I noticed this particular poster that had like illustrations of clients or employee spotting another customer who has like stuff underneath their carts. So it was supposed to be almost like those PTAs to kind of in a comic book form, like a poster showing like, oh, you better make sure to check under the carts. And I saw the logo of it because it had like a particular style, and it was an artist who, interestingly enough, seemed to have designed this poster for a company like Safeway. So it seems that it is an option that you can do.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My mom works at Staples, and she had me do like a poster for advertising them too.
Nice.
Hold on, if I can find that, I'll show you that as well. Pretty sure I took a picture of it. Not that would suck. All right, well, if I find it, I find it. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. Should I say something? It's a bit faded.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's awesome that she let you do it traditionally. I thought you would like do it digitally and have printed it large or something.
Well, I did do it digitally.
Oh.
It was in the style. It's hard to see in the picture, but it's in the style of like a notebook drawing.
Oh, okay. Very cool. All right. So going to the next one. Being a being a storyboard artist. You can find like a fellow student who is making their own film and offer to storyboard for them. Visual development artist, illustrator for children's books. You could like self-publish your own book or work with a writer to produce a book.
I want to tell a story about this one time I did a illustrative children's book for it was for pre-college, and we had a blast working on it because it was me and a kid that worked on it. We did like collaboration together. It was about a dinosaur that had his is set in the modern world, and the paleontologist is like a plumber, and he tried to like unclog the dinosaur's toilet, and it was very funny.
I mean,
Was this a book or a movie?
It was a book, like a children's book.
I make my own comic books all the time too, both for children and
Because
adults.
dinosaur poop can be fossils.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's what we pasted on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've already shown you my comics, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so you post your digital comics on webtoons, so that's definitely where people can publish. They can also publish physical copies through Amazon. They have their own publishing, like print on demand um, service called KDP Publishing, so you can have it available on Kindle or paperback.
So speaking of physical copies, going back to the library thing, me and my friends, like a long time ago, this was like around when the first Deadpool came out. We went to like a library convention that my aunt was hosting, and one of the people there was a comic artist. I forget her name, but she did a comic called Ultra Girl. It's like a Sailor Moon type comic,
Okay.
and I got a physical copy from her, and I thought it was pretty good that she had her own comic out there.
Nice.
And I think you can read the whole series online too. So.
What's that?
Okay.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, sorry for the delay. We were watching a video.
No worries.
Okay.
Right. So illustrator for magazines, contact your local magazines and offer to make designs for them and see if they'll use them. So an illustrator for advertising, you're either are an illustrator or maybe you're a graphic designer for advertising.
Well,
when it's like in a print form.
Seth MacFarlane, he did get a start doing newspaper comics.
Nice.
I sell art at Make Studio.
Make Studio or Maker Studio?
Make Studio. It's a place where people with disabilities, because I have autism, it's a place where people with disabilities can create and sell art.
Oh, nice.
I sold art there.
Maybe you can like put that in the Discord.
What did you say?
Oh, put a link in the Discord. Maker Studio.
Make Studio, not
Make
Maker
Studio.
Maker
Yeah.
Studio is a very different.
Yes.
Very different. I'll post it on I'll post my Make Studio link on Discord.
Yes. Yes, thank you. We would appreciate that. Yeah. Any opportunity to sell art. Yeah. Okay. So, being an illustrator / designer for packaging, because that's always a need,
Yeah. You do stuff for Hallmark. And what else? Like
does Hallmark has submissions for if you
yeah, for illustrators. I'd say it on their website.
Interesting.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's awesome to know.
I don't know if it was like a one-time thing because they were. I don't know.
I mean,
I'll look into it.
I have heard in documentaries on like LinkedIn that some people who got on The Simpsons used to be like a Hallmark card maker, and they eventually got on The Simpsons, which is pretty crazy.
Huh. Impressive.
Yeah.
You get Make Studio link I sent on Discord.
Let me see.
I mean, did you get that Jules?
Oh, did you send it directly to me, or did you put it in Towson?
I got it.
It was about someone directly to you as well.
It's in welcome and rules.
Jules someone directly to you.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
Jules,
Okay, so be an illustrator for newspapers.
Yeah, we already
Since
covered.
I guess we did mention before being a artist. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane being a newspaper for comics. I don't know if newspapers take submissions or because it kind of feels like they're just kind of set with the artists that they already have.
Also, who really reads newspapers anymore? Well, I think the only time I ever looked at a newspaper comic was at like Bob Evans.
But
comics are losing relevance. Exactly.
But the New York Times seems to still be taking submissions. Like you can submit to them.
Also, off topic, have you ever had Cracker Barrel's cheesecake pancakes?
No, but that does
that
sound good.
sounds.
Highly recommend them. They're the best.
I went to Cracker Barrel for
Oh.
their mashed potatoes.
They're not paying me at all, guys. This isn't a
This isn't
sponsored video.
sponsored.
Unless Cracker Barrel wants to.
Speaking of which, this video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
We're gonna get a real sponsor one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Technically, we do. It was like this popcorn company, or the company was called We Fun.
Oh yeah, you told us.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
So it'll be in the description. So if anybody wants to show support, if you buy some popcorn with the link, then some of that will go directly to us.
Give us your money.
Yes.
And how? Shop and take Jules' money.
So last one is like being a background artist, get involved with animated films and offer to do the backgrounds.
Quick way do backgrounds if you're doing it traditionally. That's where Bob Ross's videos come into play. The wet and wet technique's very effective. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person to develop this technique, but I like to do black and white charcoal drawings and just putting color filters over them.
Oh.
Because I like work when it comes to like physical media. I like working in black and white and then adding color overlays rather than just going.
Yeah, in Photoshop, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a good technique.
Well, not in Photoshop, but like back in TCBC, I used to paint, and I showed you one of the paintings earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Medusa painting, I did it in black and white first, then I overlaid some transparent paint on top of it.
Oh, so like watercolor or?
I forget the material, but no, I worked with acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
But I mixed some acrylic. I mixed for the color overlays. I mixed the acrylic paint with some sort of chemical. I forget what it was called. But
so like a paint thinner.
I'm not sure if it was paint thinner or not, but it definitely made it more transparent.
Okay. That's awesome. Okay, going to the next one. Logan, this one's for you. It's like list of jobs for writers to gain experience. So feel free to add to this, like if you know anything. Okay, so for a list them is maybe a freelance writer. Offer your services on freelancing sites. Maybe be a self-publisher. Self-publish your own books. Maybe self-help books you can write about. Be a blog writer. I found a site that listed like maybe 20 sites that pay for blog writers called makealivingwriting.com/blogging-jobs. You could be writer for writing jobs. You could be a copywriter, content writer, technical writer. Apparently that's like information communicator who researches and creates information for various delivery media. Become a ghostwriter.
I call it speed racer writing.
Yes, speed racer, right?
Right. Right in.
Yeah.
Have a happy
Bye.
holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Everybody.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Yes, happy New Year to you.
See you guys around.
Yeah. Okay. So you could be an editor, a proofreader. That's definitely, I've heard about that. Yeah. Pretty much, you get paid to look over someone else's script.
Yeah, to make sure there's spelling mistakes and stuff like that.
Yeah. So a writer for hire. Some writers list themselves on Fiverr and other sites on writingstudio.com/blog/hire a writer. So write articles for your own blog or website. Write guest posts for other blogs. Attend writing conferences and workshops. Join writing groups and communities. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, you kind of listed off everything I can think of.
Okay. All right, then that's great. Okay, so next one is a short version of background artists. For freelance work, background artists can offer their services to independent filmmakers, production companies, or even individuals who are looking to create their own films or videos. This is a great way to get experience to build your own portfolio. So, volunteer work. Many films and television productions are always looking for volunteers. This can be a great way to get your foot in the door and learn from the best in the business. There's some internships. They're a great way to gain experience in the background arts field. Many production companies offer internships, and this can be a great way to learn about different aspects of background art and network with industry professionals.
Now, kind of cutting in here.
Sure.
So, I didn't look into this, but upon visiting Leica's website, Leica Studios, guys that make Coraline, I came across a script submission page. I'm not sure if they take. I doubt they'll take any script that you send them, but I know something.
No, I think that is great to know. Yeah, can't believe I missed that. But yeah, there's always companies that will take submissions or pitches for shows or films. Probably, I think there was like the script writing guild that will probably help you with submissions, or you can always look up samples online and just kind of like adjust your script before submitting.
I just got done taking a writing class. So.
Yeah.
It's I highly recommend studying screenplay formatting. That'll definitely help. Because like they my confidence story teacher told me that in order to submit a script, it has to be within a certain format. So there's stuff online that can help you, but for example, your slug lines have to be spaced out a certain way. Slug line is a little something at the end of at the beginning of your scene that like usually it's like say if I was writing the scene right now, it'd be interior meeting room nighttime. So and it has to be like in the Courier font. That's one of them. And for the names of your characters, they have to be like spaced a certain way. Like you hit tab 5 times, then you type it. And for your dialogue, you hit tab 3 times. I forget the exact measurements. That's just what my teacher told me. Once again, you can go online. You can probably find some tutorials on how to write a screenplay on YouTube or something like that. I'm sure a Studio Binder has something. And there's also just script writing software, but I avoid that because I'm a penny pincher.
All right, that's wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Next one is like for voice actors. Record voiceovers for YouTube videos. You can record your voice for like podcasts. There are local radio stations that have opportunities to be a host on their podcast as a volunteer, or you could also be employed as well.
I mean, in some of the Discord servers I follow, the Lupin Discord servers, they have a whole bunch of voice actors that they just utilize the internet mostly. They have like a Twitter account where like you can like send in requests and send in scripts, and depending on how big the script is and how much time that's how much they'll charge you. Like maybe like for every 5 minutes, they'll charge like $20 or $30 or something like that. But yeah, just utilize the internet. Make yourself. I would suggest maybe uploading a video portfolio on YouTube, or just advertise on YouTube. Period.
YouTube, TikTok. There's definitely like I seem to get more views on TikTok than I do on YouTube. Anybody else has had that same experience?
Well, I just go to YouTube out of principle.
Yeah, I totally get you. Okay. So voiceovers for commercials, video games, audiobooks, or you could perform in theater production. Uh, you could teach voice acting classes, join a voice acting union, or volunteer for voice acting projects, or start your own voice acting business. So kind of similar to what you just said before by like offering voice acting as a service where people would pay you for every 5 minutes of dialogue.
Well, slightly off topic. Do you know any like by chance animation studios in the Baltimore
Yeah, that was OVFX.
area?
So they're the company that made it's a Netflix series called Kulapari.
What's it called?
OVFX.
No.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
It starts with a K and then Kulapari. I think maybe.
Is it all one word?
Yeah, it's one word.
Kulapari.
Yeah, it's like a series about frogs, but it imagine like Avatar, the last Airbender, but with frogs. It kind of has like they have their own lore, It's like the frogs versus like these other creatures.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's run by like this retired football player. So that's interesting. That
Out of all the people, a retired football player. Do you play for the Ravens?
I forget who he played for, but that was the one thing that kind of stood out. Like, I managed to go to Micah and see his like presentation when he was telling like making students available to kind of work at his studio for like an internship or something.
Okay. Can you send me like a link to the studio?
Sure.
All right. Totally noted. Definitely.
Okay, and next is like a few examples for like non-artistic roles, but they're still could be related to the industry. So yeah, I kind of want to cover all bases. So for instance, become a production assistant. Um, Pretty much these guys kind of do a bit of everything. The stereotypical is like they're the ones that get the coffee, but they also work a little bit in everything. But they're mostly also the organizers, so they try to keep track of like everybody's progress in the animation production pipeline. But it's also like a entry level position.
All right.
So other things you could do is like maybe be a gopher. So yeah.
One of my classmates, my film teacher is actually currently working on a film right now, like a feature length film, and she actually offered to have students have us work on set as a production assistant, and the reward is we didn't have to do the final. So that was kind of. I didn't learn this until I was already taking the final, so I'm a bit mad about that. But I thought. But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If she's still open to other students doing production assistant work, yeah, I'd love to get involved.
All right. Yeah, a pencil.
In
or pen.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to write down the name of that studio you were talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Another method of containing all the cartoons and all the comics on my own webtoon.
And still, like, send a link.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Just into a link containing all the comics that I put on webtoon so far.
Okay.
Let me get my portfolio together. I might jump ship. Say goodbye to Wise once and for all.
We need Jules at Sprouts. Or Jules needs them.
Okay. So, all right. So a production manager, a production manager is responsible for overseeing the production of an animated film or TV show. They manage the budget, schedule, and crew, and ensure that the project is completed on time and within budget. There's the marketing manager. is responsible for promoting an animated film or TV show. They develop the executive marketing campaigns and work with the media to generate awareness and excitement for the project. There's the distribution manager. They're responsible for getting an animated film or TV show to the public. They negotiate with distributors and work to ensure with the project is available in theaters, on TV, and on streaming platforms. There's the business development manager. They're responsible for generating new business opportunities for an animation studio. They identify potential clients and develop and negotiate deals with them. Does that anybody else want to add something for like a non-artistic roles that could be in the animation industry?
You mentioned Foley artists.
Foley?
Yeah.
No.
You know what Foley artists are?
No, that's my first time hearing it.
Oh, so basically it's how sound effects are made. So what so whenever you hear like a sound effect, or even stuff like as simple as walking on a pile of leaves, that's all canned. It's not the actual recording on set. It's just so they use like unconventional methods to record sound, to create sound effects really. My go-to example for that is Ben Burt. You know who he is?
No.
He's the guy that did the sound effects for Star Wars.
Oh, cool.
So how he did sound design was, for example, whenever you hear a laser blast, what he did to create that famous pew sound is he went to a radio tower, and the support beams he striked at it with a wrench, and he recorded that on a microphone, and he modified it to create the laser sound. And the lightsaber, if I have this correct, he used a shieldless microphone and held it next to a TV and a projector and waved it around. That's how he got that sound. Oh yeah, there's lots of ways. For another example, this is the simplest example, how like they do horses running. They take a coconut, saw it in half, and they just go. And for snow, they like take like bags of grain and rice and just like squish them. Hold on, I think. I'll load up a few examples. There's this YouTube channel where he just does Foley sound effects all the time. Hold on.
I wonder if it's the same one that I recommended like it was like a week or two ago.
All right, so this guy isn't the official Foley artist for Family Guy, but he just does like sound effects just to illustrate how it's done.
Oh yeah, that is the guy that I was like I posted a link to his stuff.
Yeah, but like this is like an actual position you can have at studios.
Nice.
Does that include?
So this is the YouTube channel we're talking about is called Josh Harmon. That's Josh Harmon.
Does that include being able to make sound effects like yeah?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter how you make it as long as you make it. That's pretty much how Frank Welker got his job. Like
Not cartoon sound effects.
yeah. Frank Welker, he can do a whole bunch of stuff. Like he did the tiger in Aladdin as well as the monkey. He was the voice of Totoro, or at least the English voice for it. His Fred Jones voice, that's just his natural speaking voice. So imagine sounding like Fred Jones. He did Slimer and Ghostbusters as well as Ray Stantz. Once again, that's just his regular speaking voice. I think what else he did. He did a whole lot of stuff. Hold on. This will really knock your socks off. Hold on. Generic cat noise. This is going to blow your mind. Cat noir. See if I can find it. Not it. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, this is it. That's not a cat. That's Frank Welker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meow.
Kitty do.
I wouldn't be surprised. I seriously at times don't think Frank Welker's human. Yeah, he's like people have been like using his voice and not even knowing it since 1969. I think the only other voice actor that even come close to his caliber is Mel Blanc, who voiced all the Looney Tunes. Yeah.
Oh boy, love it, Wax.
Damn, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Looney Tunes are also people that can do like.
My friend Teddy would be impressed.
And Marvin Martian.
Bravo, Jules.
Also, what about like compositors?
Like blue screen work?
The people who do the video editing to composite the shots. Yeah. There is a need for that for video editing.
Oh, just editing in general. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Not just in animation, but just in studios. Period.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an in-demand job. Hey. All right, then I guess we'll go for the questions. So, what are some of the most common ways people get experience in the animation industry?
Just go out and do it.
Yeah.
That's experience is the best teacher of all. Besides making mistakes. Yeah, I'm self-taught. I do watch a few Don Bluth tutorials every now and then. I do follow John Pomeroy on Instagram. He worked alongside Don Bluth and he's probably like one of the only few classically trained animators working today still. I think his latest project was Space Jam, the new Space Jam. But like he still works today, which is impressive considering I think he's like in his 70s. But just for all you animators, just do it.
Yeah.
That's the best advice probably anybody here can give you.
Like Don Bluth does have I don't know if you heard of his academy, Don Bluth Academy.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, the tutorials. It teaches you how to draw like Dirk the Daring and Mrs. Frisbee. Oh,
did he now do like a video version of it where he just records all his lessons? Because I know it's like a 1-year program.
He has a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully I'll be able to give my own drawing tutorials on how to draw my own characters.
Just do it.
Do it.
Like Ink the Cat.
Do it.
Just do it. Do it. Don't stop yourself.
Like there is some internship opportunities. Like for instance, it's called like the Page program. Like Paramount does it, and NBC Universal has their own Page programs, which is sort of like an entry level positions where like the internship is. I know this from like another friend when I was visiting California and I met him. He was working on the Dr. Phil show. So pretty much he spends like a few months doing things like being security and maybe helping out in like the background behind the set. But eventually he can move up to doing other positions as well.
I'm just thinking about, when you said Dr. Phil, I just kept thinking about either tell me the truth or shut up. Or the catch me outside, how about that? Oh, another tangent. You want to hear something kind of evil I did? Mm-hmm. So back in high school, there was this girl in my Spanish class. and she was as the kids call Ratchet, and she gave off the same vibes as the Catch Me Outside girl. So like one day she was ranting about something, I don't know what, and under my breath I just say, "Catch me outside, how about that?" And like the whole class heard, including her, but like she didn't know who did it, so she started flipping out. And then, like, she got sent to the office because she got flipped out. I kind of felt bad after, because at the same time, it was also really funny. I can be kind of a dickhead sometimes. I just realized. I wouldn't do that again, though. It was wrong, but at least I recognize it's wrong. So, but okay, tangent over. I just want to tell that.
So, what are the best ways to find opportunities to gain experience?
Well, I mean, I would say clubs like this because, like, I discovered that studio you talked. I'm definitely gonna work on a portfolio and submit. 2024 is the year I finally join a studio.
Yeah, you know what?
That'll be my New Year's resolution. Try and join that studio. Yeah, look out OVX or whatever it's called. OVFX.
Yeah, OVFX. Yeah. I'll also list a few other studios. Some of them are like game design studios.
Oh hell yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like Mindgrub or something, but yeah.
Links, please.
Yes.
Post links.
Yeah.
There's also Bethesda. That's local. My guitar teacher has a brother that works in Bethesda. I don't know what he does, but maybe he works there. So I can blame him for Fallout 77. Oh, 76, sorry.
So, volunteering for, like, organizations.
And just get your portfolio together. Like, another, so I think I told this to you guys already, but I'm part of an animation collab right now of Castle of Cagliostro.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely do that. I'll give you that, you might not get paid for it, but it gets your work out there.
Oh, those like what is it? An episode or?
No. So.
Oh wait, you said the Castle of Cagliostro. So you're doing like what? How much? Like 10 seconds of the film?
Well, we're planning on doing the whole film, right? Yeah. So at the moment, we're gonna release the first 10 minutes just to see if the hype train gets moving, and if we get enough views, then we'll do the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
So right now, we got like I want to say 7 minutes of the movie done, and that was 2 years ago. Yeah, it's going slowly, but it's going. And I think I said I just got assigned 2 new parts, and I have until the 1st to do them.
Dang, that's pretty awesome.
And I show you the part that I already have submitted. It was the one. No. It was the one with the yellow car going off the cliff.
Oh right, yeah. I saw it on your YouTube.
Yeah. So that was part of the project, and if you look up Castle of Cagliostro reanimate on YouTube, you'll find other people's submissions as well.
Nice.
And they're quite talented too. Like this one guy did some cell shaded 3D work, really really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Highly support. So for those on the YouTube side, support the Castle of Cagliostro reanimated series. Not series, project.
I'd like to do one of those.
You can if you want. I could send you the link to the Discord server.
Sure.
Yeah. I'll post a trailer in the general chat.
Okay.
Later.
We'll see you later, Logan.
Bye.
Have a good holiday.
You do too.
Good break here.
You guys went.
Yeah,
Next semester.
Next semester. Yep. We'll also do virtual meetings too, or
right.
Some activities online. I know one person really wanted to do bring back figure drawing or something.
I want to play copyrighted music on here. So I'll post a trailer in Discord in general, and in the description of the video, there's a Discord link. So, 1 second. Un segundo. And general. Alright, so I posted. So in the description, you can find a link to the Discord server. And you don't have to do any. You don't have to submit portfolios to prove yourself. You can just join. Just ask for a part. There's plenty available, but think you have until the first to. I think the way it is right now, we have until the first to do it. To submit your parts. So.
All right. Thanks for sharing that.
Oh yeah, sure. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, okay, I'll go to the next one. What are some things that people can do to make themselves more attractive to potential employees?
Try to, from where I'm at right now, try to make your work as polished as possible. The more professional you look, the more professional they'll treat you.
There's like a saying of just like become big enough so that they can't ignore you.
I mean, sometimes it's out of your control, but that doesn't mean don't try.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch The Office, but I am aware of the quote, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take."
Yeah. I mean,
for more on that, my sister-in-law, she's a huge Office fan.
Like some people who like decide to pay for Instagram advertising who have like direct links to their Instagram channel. So they pay for the advertising, they get more followers that way.
And on a related note, subscribe to YMB003 if you can.
What are some challenges that people face when trying to gain experience in the animation industry?
Experience. For me, it's just procrastination. That's like my number one enemy. But I'm working on like defeating that enemy. Once again, it just goes down to just do it. Just do it.
For me, it can be, the act of talking to people. It can be quite like intimidating. Since there's a possibility that they, will say no to wanting to work with you, or just not respond to you.
I think this is something that plagues most artists. Lack of monetary knowledge, like how to manage money and stuff like that. Or just the business side of things in general.
Yeah, not knowing how to market themselves.
I can probably work on marketing. That doesn't seem, keep in mind, it seem that hard. But I think that's like one of the things that Don Bluth Studios had trouble with. They didn't really have a money man, so and that was one of the things that like kept Disney afloat. Roy Disney was the business, was the brains in terms of business.
They definitely had a good business plan of just like, well, technically the first thing they started was a theme park, and I'm guessing from the profits that they get from the theme park, they've been using it to fund their films.
I mean, but that wasn't how it was back in the beginning. Remember, it was just an animation studio.
I mean, they had to get their funding somewhere. I don't know what Walt did before.
They took out loans. Like, for example, for Snow White, literally, he took out the mortgage on his house, Walt Disney, to fund Snow White. And I can definitely say for sure he made that money back and then some. I wouldn't recommend taking out the mortgage of your house to fund your movie, but I mean, whatever it takes.
But yeah, another successful story of someone who mortgaged their house was the people who made Cuphead.
Also, Don Bluth mortgaged his house.
Yes. Okay.
If you guys are still listening, there's a bit of a hiccup we had in audition.
Okay. Reaching that hour? Yeah. Okay. We're still good. Yeah.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh, I mean, yeah, the time code is... Okay, alright, well... Okay, if there was a hiccup there, we apologize. The audition did something weird.
Yeah.
Alright, well...
Yeah, one thing that I've always heard is like people who live outside of the U.S. Want to get into animation, but either they live in maybe they live in the countryside or something, don't exactly have access to the same,
materials or utilities.
Materials or utilities.
Like internet access, or
I'm sure. I mean, at least as long as you have internet access, you can start your own animation studio.
Well, if I were in like the countryside and like if internet was scarce, I mean, if you have internet at all, luck is already on your side. But I mean, Dom, once again, bring it back to Dom Bluth. He submitted a portfolio of drawings by mail, so I mean, there's still some hope for the U.S. Postal Service. It'll take a long time, but better than nothing. So so on that end, just build your portfolio and send it out there.
Is there anything to add to jobs or services that were not mentioned before?
You could be a reference model.
A reference model?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just the Disney they use models for either reference or rotoscoping, or sometimes a bit of both. The original Snow White utilized some rotoscoping.
Yeah,
if you look behind the scenes, like specifically the yodeling song sequence, there's black and white footage of like people dancing, and they use that for the feature. And rotoscoping, the first form of motion capture was invented by Max and Dave Fleischer, and they first utilized it on their Coco the Clown shorts. I think I mentioned that already. But my favorite example would be the Superman cartoons, the 40s versions. Mm-hmm. I, once again, highly recommend you look at them. They're fantastic pieces of animation. And if you're familiar with Castle in the Sky, Laputa, the Studio Ghibli movie, the Superman episode of the Diamond Robots, the mechanical monsters, look that short up. It was a definite influence on that movie. In fact, I'll pull it up right now. Now, once again, the short is called Mechanical Monsters for those listening. Mechanical Monsters. And I'm pretty sure it's public domain, too, so don't quote me on that. So, you've seen Castle in the Sky, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't play the audio, just in case. So this was made in 1941. Let me just cut to the part where they actually... And as you look at the animation, keep in mind this was 1941, 1942. So rotoscoping was heavily utilized in the Superman cartoons to great effect.
Be impressive.
And this is for a series too, so yeah,
like they got a bigger budget than what we have today.
I think if the video I saw was accurate, I think it was $1 million per episode. But like, it's apparent through the animation already. I'll post a link to the full short on the Discord server.
Nice. Jules, did you have any suggestions for like jobs that may have not been mentioned before in earlier?
Jobs in the animation field in general?
Yeah, that we didn't mention.
Have all the big mainstream companies like Warner Brothers, Walt Disney, and Paramount already been mentioned?
I mean, we didn't mention the companies. We just mentioned
job positions. In
job
general.
Positions to kind of like gain experience,
like writing, storyboarding. I mentioned modeling, like for rotoscoping and animation. mean, if you don't have to. Don't feel pressured.
It's fine. What about coloring?
Oh, the colorist? Yeah.
Like ink and paint.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I mean, that used to be a job, but
I'm
technically there is somebody who does the, what was it, color? What did we mention it last time? It was like
it's
color.
And to those, are you talking about the position where they color the drawings?
The color scripts, is that what it's called? When they figure out the colors
throughout
the film.
Oh yeah, My Life as a Teenage Robot, they did that. So when designing a scene, they would do little sketches to and they would do it in multiple color schemes to figure out which one fit best.
Yeah.
But you can either do that or just ink and paint.
Mm-hmm.
What about framing? Doing the individual frames and timing them.
Well, that's actually multiple jobs. So there's key animators and then there's in betweens. So the easiest way I can illustrate this, you have a I don't know. Actually, I don't need a marker. I can just do it myself. So say you wanted to animate someone waving. So
okay. I got the window marker.
Jules has animated
his crayon, window crayon.
Okay, I can do it without it. So say if you wanted to animate someone waving their hand. So a key animator would do the extreme poses. Like it would draw this frame, then this frame, then this frame. And then what happens is they hand it off to an in-betweener, and they do all the in-between frames.
That makes sense.
So
to Jules, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how traditional 2D animation is done.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what the process is for CG animation though.
I mean, they do blocking first, but since they don't really need a second person to do the in-betweens because the computer kind of does it automatically.
Well, actually, they do have in-betweeners for 3D animation because sometimes the computer doesn't in-between it the correct way. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to think of an example.
Even AI gets it wrong sometimes.
So the keyframe would set up a frame here, then down here, mm-hmm. and then the computer would probably do it like this when really the person wants this. So it's good for a shortcut, but I would go through each frame and iron stuff out as it goes.
Okay, what is everyone's plans for the winter break?
I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to work on a short animation film, probably going to be 20, 30 minutes long. Basically about a man and his nephew shopping at a flea market. I'm going to start doing location scoutings this weekend. I keep thinking today's Friday, but I'm going to go to the Reisterstown flea market and take some pictures for references and background and whatnot.
Jules is gonna have lots of fun on Christmas and New Year's, of course, and during that time, and during or after that time, whatever's best. Jules is gonna look at some classes in Towson, see what's available, see what's best to take for next semester.
I don't have many plans, but I'm going to keep on just trying to write my book.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to read it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much mostly done with these scripts to it. It's a graphic novel, and I'm trying to rewrite it and sort of get it edited.
There's no such thing as too many drafts unless you're Richard Williams.
Yeah.
Point is, don't take 30 years to make a movie.
Pretty much a friend over at Tower Light told me that he works at the Hebron College radio station or something. So pretty much they have an option to volunteer. Maybe you could be on their podcast. So I'm gonna try to do that.
All right, so I'm gonna leave now. So
yeah.
Once again, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
I'll see you guys next semester or next year, whenever it comes first. If I could ask you guys a favor, just look around. If there's any games I left behind, please let me know. Hold them for me, please. I can pick them at a later date.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine. Yeah, I like close outs. Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Very productive.
Yeah, it's a very productive year. 13 episodes would be great.
All right. I don't see anything.
So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Happy holidays, happy New Year. Yeah, looking forward to seeing our listeners next semester. Yeah.